welcome. Just giving everyone a few moments to make their way into the live stream. We're going to do a seated and reclined yoga flow. There we go. Okay, I think I can see you guys. And I'm checking to see if we're full frame. I might have to scoot my yoga mat back a little bit. Further there, a little more room for you guys to see. There we go. Okay. We'll give everyone a few more minutes to roll in before we really hop into it. Get my watch going. If you need any extra padding for your hands and knees while we do this, you can either fold your mat up so it's a little thicker, kind of just peeling it back so you got a little extra padding, or you can grab a towel or a blanket, fold it up, kind of keep it long ways so you can rest your wrists on it, or you can put it under your knees, whatever you need. Make those little adjustments. We're gonna hop to it in a hot second. Hopefully the music is a good volume for you guys. Okay. We're gonna wait one more minute for everyone to roll in. However, if you're already ready to go, you can sit and start to just close those eyes and take some slow, deep breaths. Maybe set some intentions for the day or have a moment of gratitude for anything that's happened recently or just something you're excited for. You just kind of take a nice little moment of stillness. Okay. And we're gonna hop to it. So if you're just joining us, rest those hands in your lap or on your knees, roll those shoulders back and down the spine. Close the eyes and start to take those slow, deep breaths. Try to relax your forehead, your eyes, your jaw, and into your neck and shoulders. Just let that tension go. We don't need to hold on to it. You can release it. Few more moments here of breathing. On your next inhale, draw those shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, roll them down the spine. Inhale, tighten and tense. Exhale, relax. Inhale, tense up one more time. Exhale, release. And go ahead, drop chin down to chest. We're still sitting up tall, nice straight spine, just trying to stretch out the back of our neck and down in between those shoulder blades. Slowly start to roll right ear to right shoulder. You can stay right here if this is already enough of a stretch through the side of the neck. If you need a little bit more, you can reach away from the head and gently place same arm as direction you're leaning And just rest the hand there. We don't want to force it and push. Just kind of let the weight of your arm softly deepen that side stretch. Good, good. Release those hands down. And we're going to drop our chin towards that shoulder, kind of peeking at the ground. Remember to continue sitting up nice and tall. If you find we start to round and slouch, try to take an inhale, lengthen and roll those shoulders back down the spine on your exhale. And softly start to roll it over to the other side, other ear, other shoulder. You can stay right here or you can reach and rest, slightly deepening that side stretch. And go ahead, release those hands back down. And turn to peek, look down past that shoulder. And release that chin down to chest. Take some gentle half neck circles, starting to rock side to side. And when you're feeling ready for it, go ahead and take it all the way around, full neck circles, working out all those snap, crackle, pops that we like to collect and hold on to. And if you find a spot that really stretches out a knot, you can hold it there. You can breathe into it until it releases. And go ahead, pause with that chin down, take it the other way. Good, good. Take the last one. Pausing with that chin down, take a deep inhale. On your exhale, round the spine, create space between those shoulder blades. And when you go to inhale, roll it forward, drop the belly, gaze up, arch the upper back. Taking some seated cat-cows here. Just starting to get some movement throughout the rest of our body. And go ahead, pause forward. Start to circle those shoulders. Loosen up your hips, your lower back. You might feel this in your rib cage if you hold your tension there a little bit more. Good, pause, go take it the other way around. And pause forward again, go ahead, sit up tall, nice straight spine, reach those fingertips over the ground, drop the chin, inhale, reach up, grow taller, exhale, drop one hand, or you can go all the way down to your forearm for a nice side stretch. Try to roll this top shoulder back, Gaze up towards the sky. And try to keep both hip bones firmly planted in the ground. Both hips, both sit bones. I combine to them. Words are hard in the morning. Breathe in those tight areas. On every exhale, that's how you try to let it relax and release. Exhale, let that tightness go. Good, inhale back up to center. And exhale, flip it over to the other side. And bring it back up. Go take a nice gentle twist. Moving nice and slow today. Not every day has to be moving at a crazy fast pace. You're allowed to slow down every once in a while. And good, bring it back up. Switch it over. And good, reach back up to center. We're going to start to climb, grow taller, feel like you're lengthening the spine, create space between every vertebrae. And good, pause in the center, take those fingertips to the shoulders, circle those elbows forward. And circling backwards, feel like you're opening up the rib cage. And pause in the center, take some range of motion, twists. Loosen up that last little bit of tension. And slowly start to make them a little smaller. Coming back to stillness, back to center. And go ahead, release those hands down. We're going to make our way to hands and knees, our tabletop position. Again, if you need to fold your mat up for extra padding under your knees or under your wrists and hands, feel free to do so. Grab a towel, whatever you need. Just slowly flip it on over. And once you're there, you can gently rock the hips side to side. Loosen everything up, get comfortable. If ever having your hands flat is too much, you can always come to fists. Sometimes it's a little easier. But take whatever you need. Adjust that position, and once you're settled in, take a deep inhale. Exhale, push into the ground, tuck the chin around the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze up, arch the upper back. We're taking those cat-cows at our own pace, rolling it out one vertebrae at a time. And go ahead, pause with that gaze up. We're going to start to circle the rib cage out to the side, up to center, out to the other side, and back down. So we're rotating. And pause in the center. Go ahead, rotate the other way, reverse it. Out to the side, down to the other side, and up. And then go ahead, straighten out the spine, nice and flat. Walk those hands forward slightly. We're going to shift the hips forward and start to circle all the way around. Taking those hips out to the side, forward, out to the other side and back. And pause forward, go and circle the other way around. Just trying to loosen up every little tight tension holding spot. Our hips tend to hold a lot. Whether you've been sitting or standing, our hips get tight. Go ahead, pause forward, toes together, knees wide apart. We're pushing the hips up and back. We're coming into our playful puppy pose. We can stay here, getting a nice arch in our upper back. Or if you want to make it a little more difficult, bring those hands together in a prayer position. Bend the elbows, getting into our little tricep extension. Good, good. Release those hands down, slide hips to heels, come into your regular child's pose. We're going to pause there a moment before we get into more active flow here, so relax. Try to focus on your breathing. And go ahead, inhale, bring it back up to your tabletop, hands and knees. Good, start to draw that core in. We're going to send our right leg back. You can either keep your toe on the ground, the big toe on the ground, or you can start to lift that leg up and lower it. Just nice, slow, controlled lifts, starting to wake up our balance. Good. This time, hold it up if you're taking that balance. If you want to, you can reach that opposite arm out. You don't have to. On our exhale, we're going to draw a knee and elbow in. Inhale, open it back up. Exhale, close. Inhale, reach. Good. Move with your breath. Good. Take one more in. This time we're going to hold it out there. You can stay right here challenging your balance, or if you want to reach back, put that arm, bend the leg, reach for the toes, you can come into that kneeling dancer. Maybe start to gaze forward. Good. Softly start to release. Bring that hand down. We're going to bring that foot to the ground and start to open everything up. So notice I'm sending this kneeling foot back, back foot flat, keeping that hand down, reaching top arm up into our open gate pose. And start to walk those hands out in front of you, bowing into it. And start to walk those hands towards the opposite leg, stretching towards it. Go ahead, release that stretch, bring that knee in, coming back to center here. Place those hands on the lower back. You might just stay right here. You might start to squeeze those shoulder blades together and gaze up, or you might start to push the hips forward, getting into it a little further. And softly straighten on up. And we're going to take it over to the other side, back to our hands and knees position. Squaring everything off. Now we're going to send that left foot back. You can keep that big toe on the ground and just squeeze the leg muscles and relax, or go for that lift and lower. Slow and controlled. Now you have the option to keep that leg lifted. And if you want to, you can reach that opposite arm out. We're going to exhale, draw knee and elbow in. Inhale, open it back up. Slowly moving. No rush here. Good, last one in. And this time try to hold it open. You can stay right here, or if you want to reach back with that arm, bend the leg, reach for the toes, and start to lengthen. Maybe you gaze forward. And softly release. Bring that foot down on the ground. We're going to start to pivot and open, stretching away from that extended leg. And remember, everything is optional here. You don't have to do it. Good. Start to walk those hands forward, straight out in front of you. We're going to push those hips back, gaze forward. And now start to walk it towards the straight extended leg, closing the gate. And release that hand down, draw that knee in. Coming back here, again, placing those thumbs right into our sacral spine here, nice and low. Squeeze those shoulders. You might simply start to just gaze up. That might be as much of an arch as you have available. If you have more space, start to push the hips forward, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the back of all the back muscles, squeeze those shoulder blades and gaze up or back. And inhale, sit up tall, and start to sit back down right onto those heels. Take a moment here. Nice deep breath. Fabulous. We're going to make our way to seated. I like to cross my ankles behind me. Just rock into that seated position. Bring those feet forward. Take a few windshield wipers. We got a little bit more work to do before we can get back in nice, slow, held stretches and poses. Pausing here. You can brace yourself with the back of your legs. Squeeze those shoulder blades, lengthen the spine. Now you have the option to just start to softly lean back. You have to kind of adjust this for your core strength. So if your core is already activated here, you can stay right here. Or you can start to come to the toes and lift the heels off the ground. Or you can lift those legs completely. Or if you want to, you can let go of the legs here. Make those adjustments. It's your boat pose. Just keep that spine straight. Core is engaged, closing those ribs. You might even be able to go for a little toe bind. Maybe you can release that toe bind. And wherever you are, slowly bring those toes back down. Slowly shift the weight so you can stand tall. Place those hands on the ground behind you. So we're relaxed now, and take those windshield wipers. Good, we're gonna keep those legs dropped over to one side, and we're gonna start to push this back leg back. So it's coming straight out of the hip, straight towards the long edge of our mat, and our shin is lined up with the long edge of the mat. Front leg, we're gonna bring it forward slightly. Again, we want our thigh bone lined up with the long edge of the mat, and we want our shin now lined up with the short edge of the mat. So it's two 90-degree angles. You can flex those feet as well. This might be enough of a stretch for you, or maybe you can start to fold forward. Might be a little lean, or you might be able to fully release and relax into it here. Into our 90-90. This pose is also called dangling deer. Just focus on slowing down our breathing now. We're starting to get into the end of our practice, closing it up, tying it neatly with a bow. Good. Softly start to walk those hands up, sit up tall again. We're going to take that front foot, draw it in nice and close to the other leg. Then grab hold of that back leg, give it some assistance. We're taking that foot over to the other side of that knee. Now you have options for this twist. We're twisting opposite shoulder towards that top knee. You can give it just a little hug. Just sit up with a straight spine, or you can take that elbow to the opposite side of that knee and then push into it and straighten spine. Feel like you're opening up heart center here. Nice little spinal twist. Softly release. Go ahead and uncross that leg, bringing them both forward again, back to center. And we're going to rock them over to the other side now. So again, sending that back leg back a little further, front leg forward a little bit more. You want back thigh bone parallel with the short end of your mat. Your shin bone parallel with the long edge. On the front leg, your thigh bone is perpendicular to the long edge, and your shin bone is perpendicular to the short edge. So two 90-degree angles, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Sit up tall. You can stay right here if this is already a stretch in those hips, or start to fold it forward, relax into it a little bit deeper. Good. Softly start to walk those hands back up if you're folded forward. Draw that front foot in, closer to that back leg. Give that back leg some assistance with your hand. Bring it up. We're taking that foot to the opposite side, crossing it over. You can stay right here. giving that hug, crossing the body, or take that elbow and twist a little deeper, pushing into it, opening up the rib cage here as much as you can. Softly release, untwist. We're going to uncross that leg and come right to our seated position. Sitting nice and comfortable. You can straighten out the legs, whatever you need to do to close our practice. Close the eyes. Taking some slow, deep breaths just to wind down. Try to make each breath a little longer. Maybe you notice you're able to breathe a little bit deeper than when you started. On exhale, go ahead, drop that chin down. Reach your fingertips for the ground. And on an inhale, sweep, reach up, grow taller. Exhale, push everything away that no longer serves you. Inhale, gather up all the positive energy you can find. And go ahead, exhale, bring it into your heart. Bowing the chin. Thank yourself for taking this time out of the day for you. And thank you for sharing your yoga practice with me today. Good job, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that little flow. And the nice part is we activated our core a little bit here, so it was a little bit extra. I'm gonna bring myself over to you guys. Let's see, we got some comments. Hello, everyone. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining. I think next week, I believe we have a pyramid workout. I'm very excited for that. Sorry, my nose, I almost sneezed in our last deep breaths. But we're doing a pyramid workout. Let me see. Oh, I see some more. Hello. But yeah, we're doing a pyramid workout next week. That means we slowly add on exercises till we get to the top, and then you slowly take off exercises to get back down to the bottom. It's a very fun workout. I'm probably gonna pick like 5 exercises that we'll do 30-second rounds of and try to hit all the muscle groups. It'll be fun, it'll be more upbeat. This is slow paced. Sometimes I have slow paced stuff and sometimes we have more upbeat stuff, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your week, and I hope you subscribe so you don't miss next Wednesday, and I will see you right back here for some more. Okay, you have a lovely week. I'm going to close it out. Let's see. There we go. Bye, everyone.